Hey, good evening, Sea Monkey fans. This is John, the Sea Monkey dude here. Just wanted to give you a quick update on two different Sea Monkey tanks that I've got right now. Or should I say two of the same Sea Monkey tank, or two very similar Sea Monkey tanks. So we're going to be talking about the Ocean Adventure tank and the Sea Monkey's brand new bundle set, which pretty much is an Ocean Adventure tank. So Ocean Adventure is the one that's sitting right there on the left with that orange lid. I got this one about a year and a half ago or so. It was sold at Toys R Us in Singapore. I live in the United States, if you didn't know that. I've never been to Singapore, but I'm very thankful to the Sea Monkey community. Was able to reach out to a friend that lives there, and he was able to go to Toys R Us and snag this thing for me when it was on clearance, and just paid something like $6 US, and whatever their local currency is. And I paid a heck of a lot more to have them ship it to me. So that's the one on the left there. The one on the right is pretty much the same thing. It's being sold on a few different online sites right now. We've seen it on American sites and on Canadian sites being marketed as the Sea Monkeys bundle set. And it's almost identical to Ocean Adventure. And I'll talk about some of the differences here, and we'll take a look at the pets that are inside both of these and see how they're doing. So Ocean Adventure, the way I understand it, and I've got other videos that talk about this too. Long story short, they made it really big. It's much larger than a typical ocean zoo. If you fill to the fill line on here, which it does have one on the back, right there. So I need to add a little bit more water. I'm a little bit below the fill line. If you fill to that fill line, it is 28 ounces. I measured it. Typical ocean zoo is around 12 ounces, similar to other Sea Monkey tanks. And this originally came with one set of packets. So that packet number 1, the water purifier, packet number 2, the instant live eggs. Those combined, have eggs and salts in them that are good for roughly 12 ounces of water, not 28 ounces. So if you bought this guy right here, followed the directions that it came with, you'd probably have some sea monkeys hatch, and they wouldn't live very long because the water was not salty enough. I did that a couple times, and didn't work well. So I've done some experiments with this to try to get it right. Tried to get the right mixture of salt and water and everything, and I've had moderate success, I guess. Right now, the colony that I've got in here, which we'll see if we can zoom in and see some of these guys. Yeah, there they are. See them? They didn't start in here. So what I did was I had failed with this tank a couple times, and I sort of got frustrated. So I took an existing colony, or two, I think. Yeah, two, and just sort of dumped them in here. So I was like, all right, well, the salinity is right in these colonies, so we'll just fill up this tank with existing tanks. That seems to have worked. These guys are alive. They're swimming. Seem to be doing all right. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Now let's look at the bundle set. Pretty much the exact same thing. I got this from wards.com. If you're from the United States like me and you're around my age, you might, or older than me, you may remember Montgomery Ward. It was a department store that went out of business probably 20 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than 20 years ago. I remember, it probably wasn't even 20 years ago. I think they're around 15 years ago or so. When I was a young adult, I think I shopped there a little bit for kids' clothes and stuff. Anyways, they're gone now. The physical stores are. But I had no idea. They got a website still, wards.com, and that's where I bought this. It's got the blue lid. To my knowledge, all the ones on wards.com have the blue lid, even though the set originally came in 3 or 4 colors. I talked to a few other people that ordered from there, and they all got blue ones too. One thing that I noticed too, after I purchased it, the graphic is not on the bottom. Weird, huh? I see pluses and minuses to that. The plus is that you can see sea monkeys at the bottom, and you can see the bottom of the tank better. Look, see, we got some guys swimming down there at the bottom. Now with the graphics, I think the graphics look cool. That's basically a sticker on the outside of the tank. the plastic sticker that's, you know, right on there. They look cool. They go all the way around the tank, but it makes it very difficult to see the sea monkeys at the bottom. So in this tank, I can. Now I can also see the gunk that's at the bottom of the tank, which we know they like to sift through and eat and all that. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not very pleasant looking either. So with this, hides the gunk, but also hides the pets. Here we can see the gunk, but we can also see our pets better. What was cool with the Sea Monkey bundle set, at least the one that I ordered from wards.com here in the United States, is it came with 2 sets of packets, and they're hoping to get the salinity right. So with 2 sets of packets, you know, that's designed for 24 ounces of water. If you fill this to the fill line, you're still at 28. It's still more water than you really should add. So I used a little bit less water than to the fill line. I didn't take a measurement. I probably did not use exactly 24 ounces. I probably used like 26 or something. And what I did was I filled to the top of this magnifier, which is a little bit smaller than to the fill line. As you can see, I do need to add some more water in here. I top off my tanks every Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so in a couple days we'll top it off here. But they seem to be doing well. These guys have been growing. They're not the fastest growing sea monkeys I've ever had. If any of you guys have raised multiple colonies, you know, sometimes these guys grow really fast. Sometimes it takes them a little while. A lot of times I think that's dependent on heat. I do not have a separate heater in this tank. And it's a lot of water to heat up. So the lights and the heating mats that I've used for other tanks, it probably doesn't work quite as well on this one, being that it's, you know, over twice the size of a standard tank. That being said, the temperature in this room is fine for sea monkeys. It's not like I'm freezing them or anything. But this tank, the water temperature is probably a little bit lower than some of my other tanks, and that's my guess as to why they're not growing quite as fast. That being said, they look healthy. You know, they're doing well. They're swimming around. You know, we got a good number of them in there. Again, this is from 2 sets of packets. So I'm happy with it. I think it's pretty cool. One thing I love about these tanks, you've probably heard me mention it before, but I'm going to say it again, is they have the best lighting element of any Sea Monkey tank that's out there. We've got lots of Sea Monkey tanks that have lights in them. You know, we've got the Big Show projector tank that has a projector built in. You've got the old Sea Circus tank that's basically the lid turns into a projector. Or you can leave the lid on and it lights up the tank. It's basically an ocean zoo. It's actually it's that one on the left right there. You've got the submarine searchlight lid, which is this one, you know, that you can put on any ocean zoo style tank. You've got the ocean treasure. That guy. That's got the light up treasure chest in there, which is not enough to really light up the tank. The chest glows a little bit, but you turn off the lights in the room, you're really not going to see your pets. There's probably other light up ones that I can't think of right now. Oh, space shuttle lights up. That's a cool one. That's a lot of them. Nothing compares to these. So I'm going to sort of show you guys right now. We'll turn off the lights in the room here, and we'll see how these guys look with the lights off in the room. And then, here, let me show you how these lights work. All right. So this part of the lid comes right out. And you got a light right there. You got a switch right there. Turn it on, and it rotates through a few different colors. It's pretty easy, and it's bright. You know, it looks really cool. I've always been impressed with this. So if I can get this lid back on, we will try it here. There we go. Hey Google, turn off the lights in this room. Well, it's not totally dark in here because this big aquarium's got lights built in. Hopefully we're still able to see this. Oh yeah, we're fine. How cool is this, you guys? You can see it rotates through different colors. We can see these guys in here. I think they look really cool. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys today. Just wanted to do a little overview of the Ocean Adventure tank, also now known as the Sea Monkey Bundle Set. Glad to have healthy sea monkey colonies in both of these now. Hopefully you guys like these lights. I think they look really sweet. Oh, that green looks cool. And I think this tank, honestly, it looks okay with and without the graphics on the bottom. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you have one of these, tell me how it's working out for you. You know, have you guys used 2 sets of packets? Did you put an existing colony in there like I did? Do you like the light feature like I do too? Do you prefer the graphics on the bottom? Do you like it without? I want to know what you guys think. Post in the comments, message me, all that good stuff. If you like my videos, please like this video on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell button so you know anytime I post stuff. And if you know me, you know I usually post things, you know, at night once my family's asleep. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight here. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to share this with your friends, you know, if you think they'd enjoy the content too. Have a good night, you guys. Bye-bye.